Hi there, Pat Michelli here again from Wheat Ridge, Colorado. I'm going to do a quick humidor tour. Hopefully I can do this 5 to 7 minutes. I've got a custom-made humidor built by a good friend, Keith Johnson. He's out of Wheat Ridge. He's got a nice shop called KJ Woodworks. It's cedar, walnut. Inside is Spanish cedar. It's a 5 shelf unit. I use a humidifier, a whole room humidifier that's automatic and works pretty well. So this is my humidor here. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, want to do a quick tour of this thing. I'm going to start at the bottom shelf where I have all my singles. Mostly not real good cigars. We get those from the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival, it's called. You buy a ticket, you go in, they give you a bag of 40 or 50 cigars, and I've been going since it started, probably about 10 years or so. So we're going to go ahead and do that bottom shelf first. I'm going to lay it out on the table and go through them, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, so here we are. This is shelf number 5, the bottom shelf of my humidor. This has a bunch of stuff that I probably won't smoke. These are mostly ones that I will end up giving away, although there are some pretty good smokes here that I will smoke, and I'll get to those after I do these. So here we have cigars that were given when you buy your ticket to the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. You get a bag of cigars, and I've given away hundreds of these things in the past. These are just ones that I have left. There are some here that are probably 10 years old. There are some here that are 3 months old because the last Cigar Fest was in August. So a couple of months old on some of them. So in these bags that they give you, I mean, there's just all kinds of different, different brands and different cigars. Rocky Patels, CAOs, Espinosa, Nat Sherman's, Macanudos. I mean, there's just everything. Romeo and Juliet's. We got some Gurkha Ghosts. Got some Partagas. These were not given at the Cigar Festival, but these tubed Partagases are fairly old. They've been in my humidor for some years now. I don't even know how long. But there's some more in these boxes here. Just random brands of cigars that are given at the Cigar Fest. Like there's a nub there, a little short one. What is this thing here? New Cuba. Most of these are like I said, I probably won't smoke them because they just are not real good cigars. There's a nice Fuente here. I don't think that this one came from the Cigar Fest, but who knows. So basically, this is the bottom shelf, and in that bottom shelf I've got some very old Opus X cigars, and I don't know if anybody could tell me, but this is a different band. It's got a really black O as far as that Opus part goes. This is a very old cigar, probably one of the first Opus X's that came out, and you can see how old that thing is. I don't even know if it'll smoke good. It's actually fallen apart. Here's, some Opus X. Here's a Casa Fuente cigar. So just a few really nice cigars down here that I keep in this bag to try to keep them, moist, I guess. Now we're going to go ahead and get to this first shelf. The top shelf of my humidor here has just a mix of brands. Okay, so now I'm back. This is shelf number 1. There's not too much stuff here. These ones are Padrones. These are Padron 5000s, and these 2 boxes, this one here I've almost got totally smoked up, but you can see how old that cigar is. The wrapping, this cellophane is actually turning kind of a brown color. These cigars have been in there since 2017, February of 17, on these boxes of Padrones. I like to write on the side of the box when I put them in my humidor. This way I can tell how long they've been in there. These are 1926. These are very, very good cigars. If you ever get a chance, to get some of these, it is probably a good idea. Don't pass that up. This is from December of 17 on that little box of 10, number 6, 1926s. This is a box of 10, number 9, 1926, and this one's been in there since 12 of 17 also. And then I've got a little mix box of 1s, 2s, 9s, and 6s from the series 1926. This has been in there since 2014, so that's been in there for some years now. I would say that those are probably aged fairly well. Here's a box of Anniversary 64s. I've smoked about half the box. These cigars are incredible. Just a real good smoke, box pressed, just a real nice wrapper. The whole cigar is just phenomenal. If you get a chance, anything Padron. I don't know if you all know this, but Padron, after they roll their cigars and they box them up, they actually freeze all their cigars before they send them out for purchase. The reason they freeze them is because there's a little larva that grows inside the tobacco, and if you freeze the cigars, the larva dies. Sometimes in a humidor, if your humidor gets too hot, as far as temperature goes, the larva will grow and actually come out of the cigars and ruin most of the cigars in your humidor. So just a little factoid, I guess, from Padron. They actually go the extra step to freeze their cigars. Here I've got this special Gurkha magnetic box, and I don't know where this came from, but it was probably the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. This has, 3 cigars in it. It's kind of a cool box. These things aged 15 years, 18 years, and 15 years. I don't know if I'll ever smoke them, but it's got a cool little cedar box that has a magnetic top and a little bag that they actually go into. So kind of a cool little setup there. Macanudos, I don't really smoke these. These are giveaways. These have been in there since 2014. This is a box of Romeo and Juliet. These are, I think this is more of a Robusto size. Yeah, 550 ring by 6 inches long. These are some fake Cubans. I had someone that went to Cuba, and I gave them some money, and they brought me these fake things back. Just really not good cigars. These ones are Monte Cristo number 2s, or supposed to be. The reason I know that is it's got this label on the side, and it is just as fake as can be. Same with these Cohibas. These were supposed to be a Cohiba limited edition. I mean, you can see that the label, the lady's head is not even correct. When they make labels in Cuba, they are 100% even and put on the cigar correctly. These ones don't even have the right labels on them. So anyways, these are fake Cubans. I'll get to some real Cubans later and show you how they are actually put together. So that's shelf number 1. I'm going to go to shelf 2. All right, we're back now. We're going to do shelf number 2. This is my exclusive Arturo Fuente shelf. I'm going to start right here. These are a great everyday cigar. This is an 858 Rosado Sun-Grown. I basically almost smoked that whole box here within the last month or so. Just kind of smoking them every day. These ones here are, again, 858 Rosado Sun-Growns. These ones I did not put a date on, it doesn't look like, so I have no idea how long they've been in there, but that's a good cigar for every day. They're fairly inexpensive, taste real good. This one here is a box of Anejos. These are awesome cigars. These ones don't come out very often, so it's kind of a special cigar. There's another box of them here. This is a brand new box that's been in there since December of 18. And then I've got a box of King Teas here that has been in there for quite some time. I haven't even smoked one of those. Not real sure if that's a good cigar or not. And then here we have a box of Don Carlos. These have been in there since 2018. Really nice cigar. I've smoked some of those in the past. And then I've got some Opus X here. This one's a 92 Fuente Fuente. Full box of Opus X. Here, this one here is a Petite Lancero. I got quite a few in that box left of those ones. Underneath it is a box of Hemingways. Everybody's got to have a box of those. These things have been in there since 2017. I'm going to get to smoking those here shortly because they're going to be very good as far as flavor goes. Here's a box of Opus X Robustos. Smoked only a few out of there. These are the Angel Share. These ones here are the ones that I should have kept and kept them in my humidor, but I ended up smoking most of them. The Angel Shares was a pretty special cigar. I guess what happened to the Fuentes is one of their plantations burned down, and that was the leftover tobacco that didn't burn is what they put in that Angel Share cigar. That's the story that I heard, but I am not sure about that. And then I've got these little packs of these small cigars. These I smoke if we go on a trip or something at the airport or whatever when I need a quick cigar. Here's a little pack of Angel Shares. So anyway, that's my Fuente shelf. That's shelf number 2. Next, I'm going to get to my shelf number 3. Alright, so here we have shelf number 3. This is the meat and potatoes of my collection. This is all Cuban cigars. Here we have some Hoyo De Monterey. These are Rio Secos. I've smoked a couple of them. They're very good cigars. I've got a box of Diplomaticos. These are a Bellicoso size. I've smoked almost the whole box of those. These are fairly inexpensive, so they're really nice to smoke. Most of these cigars are pretty expensive. This is a partial box of Juan Lopez. I got a brand new box here that's still sealed up. And you can tell on these Cuban cigars, it's got kind of a shiny label here compared to the fake ones that I showed earlier. This has a holographic effect, and the numbers, if you run them through Habanos.com, these numbers are correct, and it tells you that they are true Cuban cigars. So that's a new box of Juan Lopez. I've got a sealed 2 sealed boxes of Bolivars. These are the Bellicosos in the cabinet selection. I've got a couple of more Bolivar sealed boxes here that are the regular. Actually, this one here I've opened. I don't know what's missing. Oh yeah, I have smoked a few out of here. So these are Bolivars, very good cigars, Bellicosos. This is a sealed box of Bellicosos. Here's a sealed box of St. Louis Rey. That's a very good smoke, not real expensive. This is a Hoyo De Monterey. This one's a, what the heck is this one? This, I think, is, Robustos. Petite Robustos. So all these are Cubans. I've got 3 boxes sealed of, what are those things? Partagas Series D number 4. Those are awesome cigars. Everything here is just really, really good. This is Monte Cristo Edmundos. I did open these up to take a look at them. They're beautiful cigars. You can kind of see the layout of these. They're just matching, all just beautiful, beautifully rolled. Just great looking cigars. Everything from Cuba seems to be right on the money. This is a Monte Cristo Open. This one happens to be an Open Eagle box of Open Eagle. This is a sealed box. Ramon Alones, another good, real good brand. I probably already went through that one, but let's show you what this looks like on the inside. Just look at the beautiful colors on these cigars. They're wrapped meticulously. Beautiful. So anyways, that's my kind of pride and joy shelf. All these are Cubans. Oh, I've got some Romeo and Juliets down here. This is a San Cristobal. I didn't show you these. These are beautiful looking cigars also. This is a La Punta, they call this one, and it's a Bellicoso size cigar. Real nice. Nice looking in the box. I have not smoked any of these. I am going to leave them in my humidor. I just got them last week. I'm going to leave them in my humidor for a little while. I've got Wide Churchills. I don't know if anybody has ever smoked these, but these are a fabulous cigar. Beautiful, perfect size, real nice big ring gauge. Just a real nice, they're called Wide Churchills. If you ever get a chance, smoke some of those. Here's a box of sealed box of 25 Wide Churchills. I don't know. That was put in there 6 of 21. So all these. Anyways, that's my shelf number 3. All right, so this is my last shelf, shelf number 4. I've got some Monte Cristos and Cohibas and things like that on this shelf. This one here is a Monte Cristo Epic. These are 2 sealed boxes. These have been in my humidor since 2013, so we're almost going on 10 years on that one. This is a 2018, so that's a little newer. I've got some Olivias here. This is kind of a selection, kind of a special cigar that we got at the Rocky Mountain Cigar Fest. These guys were there. They had their little tent set up, and bought a few of these little selections. They've got 5 cigars in them, different sizes. I've actually smoked this box here. They're really nice, taste real good. Box of Partagas, or partial box of Sabrosos. There's only 3 left. These are just a little tube cigar. Pretty good cigar. These ones are Monte Cristo Espada, Espadas, Estoque they're called. Smoked most of this box, but I have a brand new box here. These are a pretty good cigar. They're probably $14 a piece, maybe a little bit too expensive for what they are. These have been in there since 11 of 17, so they come in like a little Christmas wrapped box, and then it's kind of this leatherette. I think it's vinyl, but it's kind of a leatherette type box. And then here I've got some Monte Cristo White Series. These are just the quart size, 44 by 5.5. This one's been in there since 10 of 14, and this one is 8 of 17. So I've got some older boxes there. This one again, this is a Monte Cristo Classic. This is a 52 by 6 1/8, so that's kind of a Churchill size cigar, I guess. Yeah, this one's been in there since 2017, and then I've got 4 boxes of 10. These are Cohiba Toros. These are all unopened. It looks like I've got a 10 of 14. That's a 17, 17, and a 17. So these have been in there for quite some time too. I'm going to try to get to one of those boxes here shortly. So there's my humidor tour. Again, beautiful humidor built custom by Keith Johnson at KJ Woodworks. You can probably look them up if you need anything like this built. He did a great job on the curb sides. Up top here are all the cigars that I've smoked here in the past probably 3 years or so. I just put the boxes on top. My wife is probably getting a little angry with me. This humidor is in our dining room and probably should be moved into a different room, but you know, she's a nice lady. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like what I'm doing. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I'm gonna try to get back to doing them regularly. Thanks for watching.